Good evening, Namaste, Sat Sri Akal. Welcome to this LinkedIn Live by the Professional Speakers Association of India. If you are watching this live, drop in a hi in the chat box. The Professional Speakers Association of India, abbreviated as PSAI, is affiliated to the Global Speakers Federation. Good evening, Ram Prasad, and is committed to advancing professional speaking careers globally. And today we are here to create some momentum, the momentum of professional speaking that is going to happen at the Professional Speakers Summit. And this panel today is named as the path of a change maker. How does professional speaking help us become change makers? Hi Sudhir, hi Subramanyam. So coming back to the topic, when I speak about momentum or change makers, one thing that I always think about is the unconventional careers that we have today. We are seeing bloggers, we are seeing social media influencers, we are seeing, hi Girija, we are seeing digital marketers, we are seeing a lot of new age professions that are coming. And in fact, there is a study by the HBR which says that by 2030, we'll have around 30,000 new job roles that will be created. And all these new jobs that people are going to take, all those folks are going to be the change makers. But today, we are not speaking about all of them, but we are speaking about one of the most prominent of those roles, which is being a professional speaker. And today, I have with me three amazing panelists to speak on this topic of professional speaking, to understand what PSAI does, to also understand what's going to happen at the Professional Speaker Summit, which is going to happen on February 21st and 22nd at the Radisson Blu in Mumbai. So let's get started. Our first panelist is a keynote speaker and a practicing doctor with over 30 years of experience. This speaker is passionate about helping organizations create happy workplaces through emotional intelligence. She has spoken at notable events like the PSF 2024 in New Delhi and the Unstoppable Maps Convention in Kuala Lumpur. She is also the secretary of PSAI Mumbai chapter and the editor-in-chief of ProSpeak, the magazine by the Professional Speakers Association of India. She is a yoga teacher, an NLP practitioner. She's already here, but I'm still reading her intro. She has a lot. And a certified coach. She's also the author of 3 books, including Shukriya Zindagi, Grail, and Magical Couples. Let's welcome the ever smiling, the ever energetic Dr. Alka Chadda.
Hi, everyone. Lovely to be here. Thank you so much, PSAI. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, Santosh.
Thank you, Dr. Alka. While we have Alka here, we have one more amazing person. And I must say that today, if I'm sitting here and hosting this LinkedIn Live for the Professional Speakers Association of India, she's one of the pioneers who have co-founded the Professional Speakers Association of India. He's also a speaker on digital excellence and has a deep understanding of digital transformation. He runs a consultancy and is a professor of digital marketing at two leading business schools. He has authored 8 books, including his upcoming Digital Selling, and speaks extensively on the power of digital marketing in today's world. He helps businesses navigate the evolving digital landscape with innovative solutions. And he is none other than the man himself, Kiruba Shankar. Hi, Kiruba, welcome to this live.
Thanks so much, Santosh. It's awesome to be part of our family, and it's great to be on this LinkedIn Live.
Sure, Kiruba. Thank you for being here. While we have our one more panelist joining us soon, let's get started with this discussion. So, if you're ready to listen to our insights, type ready in the chat. Type ready in the chat. Type ready in the LinkedIn live chat. I am typing it just now with you. Awesome. So let's get started. So Kiruba, I'd like to start with you. What is this professional speaking for someone who is 5-year-old or a complete layman in this industry? What is this professional speaking and how does it differ from public speaking? If you could throw some light on that.
Santosh, is a great question to kickstart this. So, the easiest way to understand this is public speaking focuses on the art of speaking. It's how you go up on stage and how can you be magnetic, how can you convey your message really well, and how can you send that message so that people truly appreciate. So, it's all about the art of speaking. Now, professional speaking focuses on the business of speaking, which means as a speaker, how can you make a living? How can you earn money? How can you travel abroad? And how can you boil down your decades of experience in a small area of expertise and then make a greater impact? So public speaking is about the art of speaking. Professional speaking is about the business of speaking.
I get it. So when you say business of speaking, that excites me because I think we have the great MBA dream in India, which is mastering the business fundamentals. But I think having the business of speaking is something that actually excites me because I have always loved being a speaker. I always love to be not in the limelight, but to throw the limelight on my audience. Because when I stand on the stage, I always believe that I am throwing the limelight on the audience, not just on me. I love to share my message. And when you say the business of speaking, I think that is something that can give me a way to live while I do what I love. Fantastic, Kiruba. Thank you for clarifying on that. And while you are doing that, we have our amazing, the third panelist who has joined the live. Let me introduce her. She has over 24 years of experience across corporate teaching, coaching, and entrepreneurship. She is an internationally certified image consultant, soft skills trainer, and presence sculptor who specializes in transforming individuals to unlock their true potential. She has empowered over 10,000 individuals through impactful workshops and mentoring. Known for her work in building authenticity, confidence, and connection, she is dedicated to helping others refine their appearance, behavior, and communication for greater success. Currently, she is serving as the president of the PSAI Delhi chapter. And let me welcome Radhika Bali. Hi, Radhika. Good to see you here. Okay, so while we have Radhika here, let me move to Dr. Alka and ask her, Dr. Alka, what has been your experience with PSAI till now? How did you join? What did you do after joining? How did you reinvent yourself? Could you share some nuggets from that?
Absolutely, Santosh. First and foremost, I want to take this opportunity because this question is about PSAI. I want to take this opportunity to congratulate you, Santosh, for being a speaker on our PSS 2025 stage. And great, great, heartiest congratulations to you. So, that is something that we get
Thank you.
from PSAI. And I'm really happy that you're going to be on the stage and we're going to see you speak on a very niche topic. And I know that your topic is very, very unique. So, PSAI has been like a family. I've been working with PSI with the hand holding of my mentors and my friends and the members who have been there. And the more I took part in the activities of PSAI, initially I was a little scared, but then people like Kiruba, I keep troubling him all the time. People like Harish sir, Brigadier Basin, a lot of them, Subramaniam sir. I've been troubling them and I've been asking them questions all the time. Can I do this? Can I do that? How can I do this? How can I do that? I have that habit of going and reaching out to people, and people are always there to help. When we reach out to them genuinely, they're always there to help. And that's what I found in PSAI. I got the help I needed, and that's how I found my niche. And then that is how I went forward with my speaking career. So I won't take much time. Over to you, Santosh.
Sure, sure, Dr. Alka. I have
Santosh,
a follow-up. Yeah,
if
yeah,
I
Kiruba.
may,
Yeah,
Santosh, if I may, I just want to add, I really want to appreciate Dr. Alka because I've known her for quite a while, and we spent about a week in Bali when Dr. Alka came to attend the Global Speakers Summit, and it's lovely to see her walk the talk. You know, when she said that, you know, she's part of a family, and then she doesn't hesitate to reach out. And I think that is a skill in itself. I think that's the beauty of being part of PSA because suddenly that the doors open to an international stage. And there are people from 17 different country associations and about 30 different countries had assembled together. And it's fantastic to go and network around with people. And I think Dr. Alka really walked the talk on that. And it's something that all of us should really learn from that. Yeah.
Thank
Over to
you,
you,
Kiruba.
Santosh.
Thank you so
sure,
much.
sure, sure, Kiruba. I think platforms like PSAI, especially a very close knit group like PSAI that is ever evolving, the beauty is getting mentorship from seniors, mentorship from people like Kiruba, and helping each other. I think that's where the beauty lies because they say that you are the average of five people that you stay with or be with or speak
Yeah.
to. So I think that's what drives us all towards momentum. Now let's go to Radhika. Hi, Radhika.
Hi, hi. I
Hi.
was muted. I did not realize it.
No worries, Radhika. I think as speakers in this digital age, these virtual stages, we are all on this one fire pot where we are just fingers crossed, but yet will not do that. I think that's the beauty of being on platforms like this. They teach us a lot. So, Radhika, I'd like to ask you about your experience being at PSAI. How has it been? You also share your experience of PSS 2024 because that happened at Delhi. So, if you could share some info on that.
Absolutely, Santosh. So my journey began with PSAI 3 years back when we had the virtual PSS summit. That was the time when I was asked by one of my friends that since you are pursuing your career in this field, why don't you just attend this summit? And it is virtual; you don't have to travel. It was so energetic and it was so magnetic, I would say, that I could not hold myself but take membership there and then at that very moment while the PSS was still going on. Ever since then, participating in as many events as I can, it has been a journey of a lot of learning, unlearning, and learning, I would say. Certain misconceptions that we all have about ourselves, that yes, I am good at this, or I can do this, or and it comes from people telling you, oh, you're very good at it, and you start believing in that. It hits you when you actually come across people who are seasoned speakers or when you see a variety of speakers talking, and you realize that, yes, this is where I'm lacking. And if you don't work on that, you never grow. So that was one learning. Then, of course, there are so many programs that PSAI does to help you improve upon yourself, including the PST. That it is on to you whether you really want to take on those lessons and learn or not, or you just attend them for the sake of attending them. PSS 2024, if I talk about, has been one of the biggest learnings for me, where being a part of the organizing team for an event like PSS and trying our best that it goes flawless, that every small detail is taken care of. It is a lot of hard work and a lot of enjoyment and satisfaction once the summit is over. But yes, it has been a great learning throughout.
Thank you, Radhika. I think three things or two to three things that I take from you are: one is platforms like PSAI help us. Hi, Ramprasad. Thank you for that. Platforms like these help us unlearn, learn, and relearn. And number two, we have at PSAI we have this set competencies. There are 8 competencies. I'm not going to go through the list, but these 8 competencies say like stage presence or topic development or product development. These kind of things, they help us build competencies to become a professional speaker. And those, we have exclusive sessions or a series called as the PSD series that Radhika has been speaking about, which is this professional speaker development series. And finally, number 3, organizing a conference. I think I would say I have organized not very big conferences like the PSS, but small, like where there were around 25-30 people. Organizing a conference helps us improve our interpersonal skills, our management skills, or everything, like running the show, being on time. Now, managing our time as speakers is one thing, but managing a set of 10 speakers, and especially think about it, managing time with speakers who love to speak, I think that's something which will be a great experience. Thank you, Radhika, for sharing those words of wisdom. Now, I'd like to move to Kiruba. Kiruba, if you could tell me, forget about PSAI for a while, forget about PSS for a while. If there is one person, if there is an individual who would like to become a professional speaker, what are the top 3 things that he or she should focus on? And how does PSAI help them to do that?
Great question. So the 3 things I'm going to start off. The first one is to realize that you are a powerful speaker. Most people in corporate companies, in mid-level management, in senior management, are all good communicators, right? And speaking is a very powerful way for you to get on stage and reach a lot of people. So I want to encourage people, especially in the corporate world, to come out and take advantage of the gift of gab. And by joining Professional Speakers Association, it's a nice way for you to make an impact, not only for you but also for the company that you represent. I think that is one that I would highly recommend. The second part that I would recommend is treat this like a business, right? It's not a hobby. That's one of the most powerful things that you will learn when you're part of the professional speaking community. Is if you want to excel in this line of work, then you should charge for your time. And why should you charge? It's because when somebody pays money to you, they will demand quality. When you receive money, you're obligated to serve and deliver that quality. So it elevates you as a professional speaker. The third one is to create this global mindset. These geographical boundaries that are all there that you see in maps is a very notional boundary. And it's important for us to break through that. In this time and age, I mean, look at this session that's happening right now. It's happening on LinkedIn Live. Anybody from 195 countries can actually listen to this. We can all speak globally. We can all charge in dollars and pounds and euros. So I think it's important for us to break that mental mindset and really look at the world as a stage. So these are the three things that I would strongly recommend for any speaker wanting to turn professional.
Thank you. Thanks a lot, Kiruba. And how does PSAI helps us do these three things? Adapting that global mindset, or kind of, believing that we have the power in ourselves and charging for what we do, our services.
Yeah. So I can tell you right away, right? They always say this golden principle of etiquette, right? So they say never ask a woman her age and never ask a man his wage, right? It's a usual, it's a nice business etiquette. But my God, my mind was blown when I attended the very first, for me, my first experience of attending the Asia Professional Speakers Convention, which is the Asia equivalent of all professional speakers gathering together. And I saw for the very first time how people were openly discussing about how much they charge as a speaker, openly asking for advice and getting advice on how can you amp up your speaking rate, what are the strategies. And I'm like, wow, I mean, does this really happen? And I think that's the beauty of a close-knit community, right? Your close-knit community, you have the comfort and the confidence to go and openly discuss these things, which you very rarely get outside of the purview of the association. That's number one. Number two, by becoming a member of Professional Speakers Association of India, you automatically become you open doors for all of the 17 other country associations. Just imagine that, right? You go and ask a person who's in a Rotary or a Lions Club, and they'll say that the reason why that really makes sense is that you can go to any country and then immediately you're embraced with open arms because you're part of that club. I think that's the equivalent for us. You could go to Spain, you could go to Australia, you could go to New Zealand. I've traveled to 24 countries. And one of the things that in any country that I go to, right? Last month I was in the Maldives, and immediately you have this open access to people that you have access to. Um, I went on a road trip across 4 countries. But when I was in Thailand, Thailand doesn't have a professional speaking association yet. And you could immediately see that sense. In Malaysia, when I was there, immediately there was a set of people. So the ability for you to form friendships and open doors and openly ask for uh, guidance and for references on speaking, it also makes really good business sense, right? When you get speaking gigs globally, you get paid, and that helps you in your career. And it's important for you to get paid because you can ask any passion in life will only get fueled if it can be financially self-sustaining. You ask a photographer, and a photographer goes and spends insane amount of money in buying really expensive camera gear and lenses, and that passion will only flicker on if he or she is able to make that work. And the same thing goes with speaking. And I think we are truly gifted, Santosh, for all of us in the speaking community. I mean, where else do you get paid to do the job that you love? Where else do you get paid to travel the world around for doing what you love doing? And these are reasons why I think I would urge, and I would really, not just urge, I would strongly push you that if speaking is something that you're passionate about, if you're not part of speaking communities like the PSAI, you're doing yourself a big disfavor.
Thank you. Thanks a lot, Kiruba, for sharing such solid message. And I think on a lighter note, when you said that Don't ask woman her age, don't ask man his wage. I just thought, don't ask anyone their weight. Right? Don't
No,
ask
no,
anyone. Okay.
we
So
can
I
see
think
the
jokes
way.
apart, yeah. So jokes apart, I think that's a great message that you have given to people. So I can safely say that if you are a member of PSAI, you have a friend in every city that you visit in the world.
Yeah,
Great,
true.
great. So with that, I'd like to just head towards Alka, Dr. Alka, and ask her, tell me something about the Professional Speaker Summit. Tell me more about it. What was your experience? How did you build camaraderie with a lot of people? And how did that camaraderie fuel your network?
So how I build this, I don't know how it happens. So when we were in Bali, when we go together for a conference from India, we get together like a group, we sit with each other, we talk to each other. So first and foremost, we get very close to our own people whom we have not met personally on a face-to-face basis. So I remember in Bali, we were staying in the same place, the same resort, and immediately at the end of the day, we would all go into Kiruba's room or Praveen Shekhar's room. We would sit around the bed and we would be talking about the day's speeches, what are our takeaways, what action should we be taking. That is number one. And when you are in the international arena, I'll tell you, it's like, on the stage, when you're looking at the people, they are actually owning the stage. And that is so inspiring. That is so exciting. And when I look at them, you're looking at them in awe and in wonder. And that is how I used to just go and talk to them. The speaker came down from the stage and I said, "Oh my God, you was really so good. So what makes you become so good?" I just go and talk to them, whatever I feel like saying to them. I don't know, but it just happens like, genuinely, I just go and connect with them. I just go and talk to them. And there was this one lady, I was
Hmm.
wearing a sari, and she asked me this question that I don't, I have a sari, but I don't know how to wear a sari. So I promised her that I will go on a Zoom call with her, and then I will teach her how to drape a sari. So sari is something which connects with us, with the other people. And there are thousand numbers of ways. This bindi is one of the ways. I don't know, but there is something that when you genuinely want to know what is in your heart, in the other person's heart, you can connect. So that is what I have been doing in the PSS summit internationally. As far as our 24 summit was concerned, like you're preparing for your speech right now. I was also preparing for my speech that time. And the preparation for the whole summit right now, we're preparing for 2025. So the team spirit that we get together and we are going towards a common goal, that we want to have a great summit. All of us in the PSAI are working towards having a great momentum towards the PSS 2025. And as you can see, we have this international, what is it called, PSAI Impactful Speaker Awards. We have floated it into the outside world so that people can come and give a small speech, and then we can judge them and we can give them a prize. Yeah, so there it goes. So there are a lot of things. I don't know that I can be heard or not.
Yeah, you're heard. You're heard. Yeah,
Yeah,
you're
so this is
audible,
the
Alka.
PSI
Hmm.
Impactful Speaker Award, and this is an invitation to the people who are outside members and non-members who can take part and give a small video, 3 to 5 minutes video, and that will be judged, and that a prize will be given on that. So there are a lot of opportunities for us, and PSS is one of the times when we get together, all of us, to go for a common goal, to have this conference, and when we meet face to face, there are so many people coming from outside. There are so many people coming from the foreign countries, from Malaysia, from Maldives. We are going to be looking at those people and their performances. So it's a great time to get together, to learn from each other, to learn and how to become a better iconic, a better dynamic speaker. This is my learning from PSS, and the preparation is another learning, because you develop your leadership qualities, and there is so much more to talk about. Over to you, Santosh.
Sure, sure, Dr. Alka. I think when you're speaking about that sari experience, I just thought, okay, have you become a professional sari draper as well? I hope
I
no.
don't
Just
mind. I
kidding.
don't mind. I have my very good friend who is Dolly Jain, and she's a professional sari draper. She charges
Hmm.
rupees 1 lakh for draping one sari. So my other friend invited her for a wedding. To This is very important for this session. Why I'm telling you, because she said, I have 36 people in the wedding session, and can you come and drape saris for the 36 people? What will be your charges? Do you know what her answer was?
Hmm.
36 lakhs. And here, look at us, what we are charging for our speeches and our trainings. She said that. She said one sari is 1 lakh, 36 people, 36 lakhs. So that is who we are. So becoming a sari draper is not at all easy. It's a tough job and we can go for it. Why not?
Yeah. I mean, there is a reason why I got that. It may look pretty trivial, but when you meet people, you will get these ideas that look trivial, ideas that look stupid, but they will be those change maker ideas. And thank you
Absolutely.
also for thank you Alka for bringing that point about the initiatives that PSAI has. And one of those amazing initiatives is the PSAI is Impactful Speaker Award 2025. What you got to do is this is open for all the non-members of PSAI. Now it's not just about we members going there and speaking. PSAI as an organization, we believe that we have to give limelight to everyone, any speaker who wants to speak. Now take this challenge. Today I'm challenging you. All those people on the live chat, when Kirua was speaking about the global mindset, I could see messages coming. We joined from Noida, we joined from Hyderabad, we joined from Chennai. So we have folks from a lot of places now. So I'm giving you a challenge. This challenge, this PSA Impactful Speaker Award, this is not about just that award. This is about opening your camera and recording yourself. It is about taking that challenge. It is about
Yes.
overcoming that vulnerability or that inferiority complex that you have built up inside you. So just come participate in this. If you really want to participate, just message right below this LinkedIn live or reach out to anyone from PSA. Will help you with that. Okay. So that's about that. And with that, let me move to Radhika. Radhika, uh, I'd like to ask you, can you share one example or one experience of how your network has helped you?
Uh, Networking, PSAI is again one of a very big platforms, and especially the PSS for networking. Networking with like minded people, listening to them, learning from them, and asking them questions so that you can grow. And if you build, so you don't really always build good connections or personal connections with everybody around. If 200 people are attending, you can't be uh, very close to all 200, but you might be close to at least 4 or 5 of them. Even if you are very well connected with two, you make two strong connections. Those two strong connections can take you places. So networking really it has helped me a lot. I remember when I started my journey um as an entrepreneur, when I decided that okay, enough of working for others or doing a 9 to 5 job, now I need to and doing freelance work when I get time for what I am passionate about, and I took it up as a full time thing. My network, my as they say, network is your net worth, really helped a lot. PSAI network has helped me get a lot of work. I posted about my feedbacks from my students at Pearl Academy.
Hmm.
So I got connected to Pearl Academy thanks to one of our PSAI members. And that is how I got this assignment and a contract to work with them as a visiting faculty to teach them professional communication. It was not just about teaching them and coming back, but when we talk about ROIs also from your network,
Hmm.
when these students, some of them came and discussed their personal problems with me, something that they wouldn't with any teacher, or rather, other than their parents or siblings, and telling me that, ma'am, we you have 100% attendance in your class, not because we want to learn professional speaking, because material is available everywhere, be it YouTube, be it Google, but we find your class to be a very safe space for us. a place where we feel comfortable, where we feel we can be who we are. That was the biggest ROI for me, and from the networking. So, yes, PSAI and networking has helped me grow a lot in my professional
Yeah,
life.
Santosh, I
Yeah,
wanna add. I really want to highlight
sure.
Radhika, because on a couple of occasions I've really seen Radhika, as an organizer, and the kind of precision and the kind of attention to detail that she brings in. And when Radhika said that, hey, in an event like a professional speakers summit, there are 200 people, you can't network around with all, but you can be sure that as a person who is organizing it, the 200 people's attention is on you, right? And when they see that you're putting your heart and soul behind it, and you're seeing that you're working so hard, and immediately the impression gets formed that, hey, this person is awesome at what she does. So they may not have heard Radhika speak on the stage or know what topic, but they can be rest assured that if this person can spend so much amount of focus and dedication to what she's doing, then she's going to do the same thing for her speaking engagements on stage. I think that's one beautiful thing that PSAI brings in, the ability for you to go and serve, and the ability for you to really display your leadership. So I really want to commend Radhika on that.
Thank you so much, Kiruba. I'm really humbled. It means a lot. It really does.
Thank you. Thanks a lot, Kiruba, for sharing that. I think, as you say, it tells us about the ways of working of different people. It tells us about these kind of conferences, let us know the potential that people hold. And I'd like to share one of my experiences. Recently, we have recently in December, we have organized one speakers hive in Hyderabad PSAI chapter.
Yeah.
And for that, I have invited one of these specialists from the academia, and he has also good exposure towards the industry. And we have done very small candid discussion on uh, how do we bridge the gap between industry and academia. And forget about the topic, but what happened after that was something that amazed me, because he asked me, can you deliver a talk at my college? And that is in progress. It will happen in February. So I think these are the kinds of opportunities. When Radhika said that it's about creating safe space and giving that ROI, when Kiruba said that it is about understanding what potential does people hold, I think this is what it means. So thank you both, Radhika and Kiruba, for sharing that. Now, before we close, we'll be closing soon. I have a quick rapid fire for all the three panelists we have, and I'd like to start with Kiruba. And the responses should be in one sentence or one word or one phrase. So let's begin with Kiruba. This is not like something like the Coffee with Karan show, but definitely I hope that we'll see.
There is a
Okay.
hamper. If it is,
Yeah, there is a hamper that you'll get at the PSS.
yeah.
Okay. So starting with Kiruba. Kiruba, question number one. If you could give a TED talk on anything unrelated to your expertise, what would it be?
The power of slow living and retiring at a farm and earning $1 million.
Wow.
Awesome.
Wow.
Wow.
That was
One
quick.
thing that was super quick. One
Yeah.
thing you do to calm your nerves before speaking.
This is for who?
Realize realize the fact that everybody wants you to succeed.
Great. What's your dream stage to speak on?
The Global Speakers Summit that's happening in Cairns, Australia.
Awesome. For me right now, it's the Professional Speaker Summit that's next month on Feb 21, 22 at Radisson Blue in Mumbai. Okay, now
All
let's
the
move
best to
to.
you. You will rock it.
Thank you. Thanks a lot. Let's move to Dr. Alka. Dr. Alka, question number one, your go-to resource for speaking inspiration.
Kiruba. I
Awesome.
can remember in 2024 in Delhi when I had just reached the hotel, Crown Plaza, and I found Kiruba standing there in the reception. You remember Kiruba? And I went straight to him and I caught hold of him and I told him, "Listen to my speech, listen to my speech." And he sat me down there. I hadn't even checked into my room. So he's my go-to person right now. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Alka. One word that describes your speaking style, Dr. Alka.
Conversational, authentic. Just be true and
Okay.
honest to yourself. Yeah.
Now this is uh, very special. What's the most memorable feedback you have received after the talk?
Get your message clear.
Get your
Kiruba only has
message
taught
clear.
me that. The message should be clear. Whatever you say, whatever you do, your stories and everything, give a clear message. Maybe just one message is more than enough. That's the feedback I've got.
Thank you, Alka. Now moving to Radhika. Radhika, question number one. What's your favorite opening line for a speech?
My favorite opening line for a speech. It's always greeting everyone. I don't like to use too many quotes. I don't remember quotes mostly. But it is greeting everyone with a warm smile and connecting with people at that very moment.
That's awesome. Question number two. One skill every speaker must master.
Being present in the moment.
Oh, that's so quick and so crisp. Okay, question number three. The best advice you have ever received as a speaker.
Best advice I have received as a speaker uh, would be not to just there are times I do sway away into my personal too much into my personal story, so not to do that and keep it aligned to the topic and connect it with the crowd. So yeah, that is one thing I would talk about.
Wonderful. Yeah.
Thank you, Radhika. Now let's go back to Dr. Alka. One closing line. Why should people attend PSS 2025?
You've got to have excitement. You got to build your momentum. How else can you do without this community? This community is contagious, friends. Just come and attend this program, this event, and you will find the excitement, the happiness, the joy of attending with so many different people. I want to tell you, Santosh, you are going to be taking part in this summit as a speaker, and it takes a whole village to prepare us to go to that stage. And I want to take this opportunity to thank everyone over here, everybody in PSAI, outside the PSAI, who have helped us to come to that stage of speaking on that stage. So it could be Kirubaitis, and I can remember Radhika during the 2024 summit. She took care of all of us, and it is our time to take care of everybody now. And we are all a big family, and we have to help each other so that this summit becomes a beautiful summit. It's our like a family occasion, like a marriage in the house. So we are all family members, and we have to see that this particular summit becomes a success, and all of us have to take a role, no matter what, no matter how small, no matter how big, so that this particular summit gives a great experience to the people who are attending the summit, especially the people who are coming from outside of PSAI. So this is what I would say about my illusion and my visualization of PSS 2025. Thank you for that question.
Thank you. Thanks a lot, Dr.
Santosh, I would
Alka.
like to add something there
Yeah, yeah,
to what
sure.
Alka said when she talks about we work as a family, or it is like a marriage in the family. So I would say PSAI is a family we have chosen for ourselves.
Yes.
A family, not a family we are born in, not a family which is there by default, but a family by choice.
Awesome.
And it definitely, PSS is definitely like a marriage. The preparations, and like you have one fufaji in every wedding or a buaji in every wedding, you would find all colors even in
Yeah.
PSAI.
Yeah.
But then how we work together, leaving our differences apart,
Yes.
Forgetting everything and working towards one goal is what is very important. And Alka very rightly said that it is like a marriage.
I
And
think
we
it's a
must,
time for us. It's a time for us to be grateful for what we have received from PSAI, because we have received a
absolutely.
lot. It's not easy to be where we are from where we were when we started. So people like Kiruba and all our leaders and all our mentors have helped us, and all our members have helped us to be where we are. So this is a great opportunity. The PSS is a great opportunity to show our gratitude to everybody. That's what I would say.
Absolutely. And another very good
Yeah.
part about, or rather the best part about PSAI is uh, the speakers that we have as members of PSAI. A lot of them are the ones who we have grown up idealizing, and reaching them was next to impossible or very difficult for us. But
Very
now,
true.
being a part of this extended family that we are, without even thinking, you just call up anyone, you have a problem, and you tell them, I want this help, I want your feedback, I want your advice. And they are always there to help you and guide you.
Absolutely.
Very, very absolutely true. Because Radhika and Alka, you are bang gone when you said that. Because for someone, if I had to meet someone for whom I had to call his or her secretary to get an appointment, but now I can just lift my phone and directly call that person. And I
Yeah.
think I just one comment in the chat that clicked to me right now is this from Nirja Singh, which says that the speaking industry is evolving with new trends in storytelling, technology, and audience engagement. By
Yeah.
attending, you'll align yourself with this momentum in the professional speaking industry. With that, I'd like to ask Kiruba, because Kiruba, the last summit I attended in Chennai, I saw Harish Kumar taking a session on virtual reality. I saw Praveen Shekhar taking a workshop on mouth to mouth marketing. I mean, selling without selling.
Yeah.
Can you give some, can you some light on what groundbreaking things that can people learn by attending this particular professional speaker summit, Kiruba?
So I'm going to flip that question, Santosh. I'm going to ask why you should not attend the Professional Speakers Summit. Do not attend the Professional Speakers Summit if you don't want to earn money. Please do not even come anywhere near the Professional Speakers Summit if you do not want to speak globally and travel around the world. Don't worry about attending the Professional Speakers Summit if you don't want to grow as a leader. I mean, I can tell you without an iota of doubt that if you want to to stagnate at the place where you are and remain at status quo, then do whatever you're doing. But if you want to break that mold, if you want to get better, if you want to get truly successful, and if you want to earn money, then drop everything what you're doing and sign up for the Professional Speakers Summit that's happening on February 21 and 22 in Radisson Blue in Delhi. And I'll tell you that you will thank all four of us. You will thank the entire professional speaking community in India, and you will come back and you will thank us. So do yourself a favor.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. Thank you. Thank you so much. You know, I don't want to stop having this conversation, but, but, as Amitabh Bachchan says in Kaun Banega Karodpati, ab samay samapt ho gaya kind of a situation where I have to stop. I'd like to thank Dr. Alka, Radhika Bali, and Kiruba Shankar for being this amazing panelist. Such nuggets of wisdom. I
I would
think I probably, yeah, one
I
minute,
would
yeah.
say,
So,
I would say, as
mm,
far as PSS is concerned, अभी तो party शुरू हुई है. Please
yes,
join us for
आज
the
तो
party.
पार्टी शुरू
21st and
आज तो
22nd of
पार्टी
February. अभी तो
yes
party
आज
शुरू हुई है.
अभी तो पार्टी शुरू हुई है. The party has just started and the party will continue at
Yes.
Radisson Blue in Mumbai on February 21st and 22nd. We are coming to meet you in Mumbai in February. Visit www.pss2025.com and get registrations. You can also comment in the LinkedIn Live. With this,
Yes.
signing off.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank
Thank you
you.
for having us over.
You've been awesome. You've been an awesome moderator. Thank you, Kiruba. Thank you, Radhika. Thank you, Anupriya. Thank you, everyone who has helped us to
Thank
be
you,
on this.
everyone. Yes,
Thank you.
Thank
absolutely.
you.
Thanks, everyone. Bye bye.